Leo and Peter Pan's thrilling escapade against Captain Hook. Once upon a time, in a quaint little house, there lived a young boy named Leo. Leo was a bright and adventurous 6-year-old who loved hearing stories about faraway lands and daring feats. Every night, his parents would tell him a new bedtime story, but tonight, something magical was about to happen. As Leo lay in his bed, cuddled under his favorite blanket, he suddenly heard a soft tapping on his window. Curious, he got up and pulled back the curtains. To his amazement, there, hovering outside his window, was none other than Peter Pan, the boy who could fly. Beside him sparkled the tiny, radiant figure of Tinker Bell. "Hello, Leo," Peter Pan called out, his eyes twinkling with excitement. "Would you like to come on an adventure with us?" Leo's heart raced with excitement. "Yes, yes," he exclaimed, opening the window wide. With a sprinkle of Tinker Bell's fairy dust and a thought of happy memories, Leo began to float gently away from his bedroom window. He soared into the starry night sky, holding Peter Pan's hand as they flew towards the story place, where endless adventures awaited. As they flew through the sky, Peter Pan explained, "Leo, we need your help. Captain Hook is up to no good again, and we need to outsmart him to keep Neverland safe." Leo nodded, feeling a rush of determination. "I'll do my best to help," he said bravely. The trio soon arrived in the story place. The vibrant colors and magical aura of the forest filled Leo with wonder. But there was no time to lose. They had to find Captain Hook and stop his latest scheme. With Tinker Bell leading the way, they ventured deep into the enchanted forest. Peter Pan and Leo told stories and laughed as they followed the twinkling light of their tiny friend. It wasn't long before they heard the ominous sound of Captain Hook's voice. "This time, I'll catch that Peter Pan for sure. And his little friend won't be able to save him," Captain Hook sneered. He was surrounded by his band of bumbling pirates, who were all too eager to carry out his orders. Peter Pan motioned for Leo to stay quiet as they watched from behind a thick tree. "We need a plan," Peter whispered. "Captain Hook is too dangerous to confront directly. We need to outsmart him." Leo thought for a moment and then had an idea. He whispered his plan to Peter Pan and Tinker Bell, who both nodded in agreement. They knew it was risky, but it was the best chance they had. With a nod of determination, Leo and Peter Pan set their plan into motion. Tinker Bell flew ahead to create a distraction, causing the pirates to chase after her sparkling trail. While the pirates were occupied, Peter Pan and Leo snuck into Captain Hook's camp and began setting up their trap. As Captain Hook's frustration grew, he finally noticed the absence of his crew. "Where are those useless pirates?" he grumbled. Just as he was about to go searching for them, Peter Pan and Leo appeared from the shadows. "Looking for something, Hook?" Peter Pan taunted with a grin. Captain Hook's eyes widened in surprise and anger. "Peter Pan. And you've brought a little friend. How delightful," he sneered. "But you won't escape this time." Just as Captain Hook lunged towards them, Leo gave the signal. Tinker Bell's fairy dust showered down upon Hook, causing him to stumble in confusion. Peter Pan and Leo quickly sprang into action, securing Captain Hook with a cleverly placed net. "Ah! Let me go, you little pests!" Captain Hook shouted, struggling against the net. But it was no use. Leo's trap had worked perfectly. "Not this time, Hook," Peter Pan declared triumphantly. "You've been outsmarted." With Captain Hook captured and his plan foiled, the enchanted forest was safe once again. Leo felt a warm sense of pride and accomplishment. He had helped save the day with his courage and quick thinking. As Peter Pan and Leo flew back to Leo's home, they both smiled at the memory of their adventure. "You were amazing, Leo," Peter Pan said. "Never forget that with courage and friendship, you can overcome any challenge." Leo beamed with happiness. Thank you, Peter. I'll never forget this night. With a final sprinkle of Tinker Bell's fairy dust, Leo was gently lowered back into his bed. He watched as Peter Pan and Tinker Bell disappeared into the night sky, their figures growing smaller until they were just two twinkling stars. As Leo drifted off to sleep, he knew that he would always carry the memory of his adventure with Peter Pan and Tinker Bell in his heart. And with the strength of courage and the bond of friendship, he was ready to face any adventure that came his way.
Created by a kid and their parent using TaleBot, click the link in the video description to create your own story.